So bankruptcy is also good if you have additional property, right? So let's say you want to do what we call a cram down. And this,
cram down.
Cram
down?
A cram down. So this is like one of the magical things about
bankruptcy. And applies to cars too.
Okay.
It applies to cars. So basically, let's say Eugene, you're paying your first mortgage, but you have a second house, and you're like, oh, like, all right, you buy the second house in Buffalo, you buy it for $300,000. Now it's worth $150,000, right? And you say, no way, want to pay $300,000 on this house, but you're collecting good rent from it, right? So you can file a bankruptcy and do a cram down, which basically you provide an appraisal to the court and say, hey, court, this home is only worth $150,000. And then the bank will probably provide one, and you may have a hearing, and then the court, let's say the court says, all right, it's worth $175,000. So then what you could do, you could either pay $175,000 to the bank instead of paying $300,000 to the bank, or you can distribute that $175,000 over the course of the bankruptcy plan, and you could actually end up just paying $175,000 for the house when you originally contracted to pay $300,000. But you can also cram down cars. And then also one thing we've seen people doing, they've been cramming down taxi medallions because they've been buying those for like $400,000, and then they say, oh, I'm not making enough money off it. I can't pay, a mortgage or a note for $400,000. So they'll go to court and say, hey, this medallion's only worth $125,000. You'll get a broker's price opinion. The court will say, okay, it's only worth $125,000, and you can pay that $125,000 over the course of 5 years.
Yeah, recently there's been so many taxi medallion cases in bankruptcy, like a ton of them filing, I guess because of like Uber and Lyft and everything, but a lot of them filing to cram down.
Oh wow.
So
okay, and that just leaves the lender fucked because they gave you they paid off. You bought the house, they gave you a $300,000 loan. Someone got that $300,000, but you're only gonna have to pay what the value of it is.
Yeah, it's a tax write-off for them.
Yeah,
I mean, they're making billions.
It's also like it doesn't work for a primary property. You can't do it like.
Oh, you can't do it on primary.
No, you cannot. Only like on a rental. But car, you can get on any.
Sounds like I'm overpaying for my good friend Ant Towers.
No, yeah.
All right.